Hey guys, so my wallet is kind of breaking down. So what happens here is that I have a wallet, the Mighty wallet that I actually got from New York last year, but I've never taken it out until today. So this is the Venom design. So the outside of the wallet kind of looks like a comic cover of a comic, and then the inside is the Venom logo. So pretty dope, you know. I quite like the design. So this will be my replacement wallet for the interim period. So yeah, actually I bought two Mighty wallets. I have another one which is a cap logo, cap logo on the outside. So you know, it's a kind of like a spare. I bought two, you know, since I thought it was quite cool. So if you guys want to maybe trade for the Captain America Mighty wallet, let me know. I don't intend to use it. I'm going to use this one. So yeah, message me. You know, I'm probably willing to do a trade for DCUC figures or Marvel Legends for that cap wallet. So let me know. So anyway, on a separate note, what happens was I was at church yesterday, and they were having an expo for IT products, electronic products. So I finally splashed the cash on a printer. So of course, obviously the main reason for getting this is to print cutouts and backdrops. So yeah, definitely I'll be doing more fresh cutouts and backdrops very soon, so stay tuned for that. I have been toying around with this display for quite a while. I don't know, there's something about the display that kind of bothers me. I'm not very happy with the photographs that were taken. They don't look very nice, not very crispy. So I think I have to strip down the display and do something simpler. Yep. So I'm gonna muck around for a bit longer and figure something out. In the end, I opted for simplicity, so here I just have a few crates with the cutout on the crate, and I was planning to take the photograph from this angle. So here I have bats meeting up with the question, so they are doing an exchange of documents. So my take is that why the cutout says he meets his match is that the question has bested Batman. So he's gotten hold of documents that Batman needs. So here he's handing it over to Bats. So the question, you know, for those who are not familiar with him, he's actually, spoiler alert, he's a deceased hero. So now the current question is actually a female. So I'm not going to share more. If you are interested, you can check out the question. She has her own series. So anyway, this is the original question. He's a detective like Batman. So he puts on this substance on his face that masks his appearance, and he's like this martial arts expert. So anyways, yeah, they are similar in
quite a few ways. As mentioned, they are both detectives, and the two of them hate gun violence. So very often you will see the question avoiding using guns, and he hates it when rogues are using guns. So that's something that really pisses him off. So Bats is, obviously the more popular character, but the question is pretty impressive in his own ways. So it's kind of funny how things turn out sometimes, how Batman is so popular and the question is, well, at the moment already deceased. But he does get his day in the sun. If you actually read the original 52 series, which I mentioned many times, very awesome 52-week storyline. So basically he's in it and he plays quite a big role. He gets quite a number of appearances in that series. So if you have a chance, check it out. So anyways, yep, I think this is pretty much my money shot. A pity that the question is not more prominently featured in the DC universe, but he has his fans, so myself included. So yeah, check it out on the A.C.B.A. Facebook group. It's been a slow few weeks for me. Haven't really been doing much toy reviews because I haven't had any new stuff arrive. But today I checked my mailbox and 2 packages arrived. One from Jax, the other from Floyd. So 2 of my go-to guys. Both packages arrived at I assume within a space of I think on second thought I think they both arrived today, because it's a Monday. So anyways, kind of a bittersweet day for me, in the sense that I haven't been getting any new figures for the past 2 weeks, but lo and behold, 2 packages arrive at the same time. But also it's a sad day because I just found out that the AFTC trading group is being shut down. So not sure if you guys are aware, but the AFTC group has been my main source of new figures, be it purchases or trades. So it's very sad news for me. But well, I guess I have to find alternatives. But having said that, it's been a very fruitful 1 year plus as a member of the AFTC group. I made a lot of good friends. So of course, Jax and Floyd included. I've also gotten to know a lot of other very cool guys like Rick Valdez, Ron Green, Nicholas, so and so forth. So the list goes on. But what can I say? I'll definitely miss the group. But anyway, back to the task at hand. So I haven't gotten any new figures for the past 2 weeks. So it's time to do some figure reviews. So the first batch of figures, these 2 guys are from Jax. So Desaad has been a figure I've wanted since I've expanded my Apocalypse related figures. So recently Nicholas got me the Steppenwolf, so that prompted me to get the Desaad as well. So Jax cut me a deal, to maximize the shipping. He sold me this Martian Manhunter figure as well. So initially I wanted to do a Desaad and Mr. Miracle display, but then I changed my mind because I wanted to do a picture with Martian Manhunter as well. So I substituted Mr. Miracle with Martian Manhunter as the prisoner of Desaad. So Desaad is kind of this master of torture. So the contraption, some people thought the contraption he wears is actually a jetpack, but it's not. If I'm not mistaken, it's actually a torture device. So here I have Martian Manhunter in the clutches of Desaad. So I kind of have him pressing his remote and triggering some torture on Martian Manhunter. So yeah, I think I quite like these pictures very well. I think the pictures came out quite well. So you be the judge for yourself at the usual place. So anyways, a quick rating for both figures. Desaad, wow, I mean, other than Steppenwolf, I think this figure is very, very detailed. He even has very nice detailing on the boots, which can't be seen here at the moment because of the shadow from the light. But take my word for it, very, very detailed figure. This guy warrants a 9.5 out of 10 on the awesomeness scale. For Martian Manhunter, he's pretty comic book accurate. I mean, he's not a very detailed character. He has the standard cape and what I call pirate boots. So hard to get this figure wrong. But overall, I like the color, the paint apps, the sculpting. So this guy gets a 9 out of 10 on the awesomeness rating for me. So this is the first package I received. Stay tuned for the next. Okay, here's the figure from Floyd, another one of my go-to guys. So this is the Walmart exclusive Amazing Spider-Man figure, the one with the interchangeable head. So I have on the Andrew Garfield head, and then here is the Spidey head. So just a very simple display. I have him on the Spider-Man Classics Daredevil prop. So I have him sitting on the edge with his skateboard and his backpack, and he's reading a 1/12 scale comic book that Mindless made for me. So yeah, nothing too fancy. So I kind of have the pictures. I'm going to take pictures from this angle, down looking up, and so I just have Peter Parker saying out loud, what the. So yeah, quick review. This guy is very dope. Gone are the days where Marvel Legends comes with finger articulation. So that will be a minor gripe for me. But other than that, it's quite a dope figure. I wish the legs could be bent a bit more at the hip. So that into taking those two articulation factors into consideration, I will give this guy a 9 out of 10 on my awesomeness scale. The fact that he comes with the Andrew Garfield head and the skateboard and the backpack, that gains extra points for me. That kind of overcomes the articulation issues. So yeah, that's that for tonight. 3 figure reviews. That's quite a lot for quite a lot of reviews in one night. It's been a while since I've gotten a big house. So who knows? It's April Fool's Day. There may be other figures turning up this week. So stay tuned.
Hey guys, so what I have here is something quite unusual. So what happened is that this has been a relatively quiet week. I've done 3 figure reviews previously. But those were stuff that I got from the guys from the AFTC, but things I've gotten locally, not much. So I did have some footage, of me at TRU, the local TRU. So those are stuff that I either have already from the AFTC group, guys selling me stuff. If not, there are things that I want but are very overpriced, or if not, stuff that haven't even arrived. So pretty dry locally, not much things going on, especially at the TRU. But I was at CSC yesterday. So I was there because Thomas Brown from the trading group wanted me to check out the Figma and Revoltech figures. So I was there checking out the prices for him. So I came across this figure. It's from Takara. So it's this Microman series. I've heard of it before, but this is the first time I've seen this line of toys. So pretty cool. The shop specializes in anime stuff, mainly imports. So here is the Supergirl figure. So the shop had the Superman figure as well, but it was from the movie, the one featuring Brandon Ruth, which I didn't like. The head sculpt wasn't fantastic, and yeah, so that's why I got this figure. It's more anime style, which is quite interesting. And funny thing is, this figure actually comes with 35 points of articulation, which is crazy. That's more than what you get with the DCUC figures. So I thought I'd just buy this figure and give it a go. I mean, it's crazy. I do have the Supergirl, but it's from the DC Superheroes. Nah, it's a custom 2-pack DC Supergirl with Lex Luthor. I don't have Lex Luthor. I actually bought the that version of Supergirl with a cloth cape from Brandon Phillips. I recall. I think it was him. So anyways, yeah, I thought I'll give this figure a go. I mean, wow, I mean, it's crazy, 35 points of articulation. And if you can actually see, she comes with a bunch of hands. So that's pretty cool. You can actually change the hands. And if I'm not mistaken, even the cape has a hinge. So yeah, I'm gonna open this up in a moment, and I'll talk more about the figure. So yep, stay tuned. Hey guys, so I have the Microman Supergirl out of package. So the articulation is really impressive. As mentioned, there are 35 points of articulation. Even her hair is articulated, so it's pretty impressive. So I have her here next to the the M.A.T.O version of Supergirl. So I did mention that earlier. So here just a size comparison. So the Supergirl on the left is about, I would say about 6 inches, maybe slightly shorter than that. And here the Microman version is, wow, I mean it's about 3 inches, slightly, I think it's probably about 3 3/4, just like what you have with the MU. But having said that, it's much more impressive. Why I say that? She comes with a stand. She comes with 11 interchangeable hands. So you have her doing a lot of, you have a finger pointing, open palm, fist,
yeah, you know, you have so many different combinations, open palm, so and so forth. So wow, I mean, it's like for the price, which is much lower than what you get for for the MU figures, I would have to say I'm very impressed with the figure. I think my only minor gripe is that the shoulder joint is flash in color. It would have been nicer if they had painted the shoulder joint completely blue. Here you can see it's a flash tone, so it's kind of a bit out of whack. But then other than that, the figure scores very high. So maybe just quickly, I'll give her a score. Wow, I mean, tough call, you know. I mean that detailing kind of bugs me. So I think I'll give her a I would say a 9 out of 10 on the awesomeness rating. So yeah, I'm gonna do a quick display with this Supergirl. So stay tuned. One thing cool about this figure is that it allows me to play with scale. So here I have Zatanna kind of performing some magic to shrink Supergirl. So I think this picture works very well because it gives an illusion that Supergirl has been shrunk. So I think another very good possibility of using this figure is against characters from the DC universe who can enlarge themselves. So characters like Desaad, Giganta, those will be good figures to pose with this Supergirl. So yeah, that's pretty much you know, what I have to share about this figure. As mentioned, it's pretty good value for money compared with Marvel Universe. DC doesn't produce much figures in this scale, except possibly the comic versions of the DC characters from the Cartoon Network. I think it's called Justice Unlimited. Can't really recall at the moment. But anyways, those are pretty static figures. They are very blocky, no articulation. So this figure is something that could be explored by M.A.T.O rather than doing those non-articulated comic book versions. I think this is quite a nice concept. Yeah, so that's pretty much my haul for this week, and my A.C.B.A displays for this week. So yep, continue watching M.A.T.O. I'll be seeing you guys very soon.
That's crispy.